wish I would have taken it a little bit more seriously because when I got in there, I'm out of high school already.
So, welcome to adulthood.
I know, yeah, right.
What a loser. Now you gotta pay bills. Like, you gotta be careful, man. Like, a lot of people you hang out with in high school, like, they ain't gonna be around when you get out. And he's like, nah, bro. He's like, I'll get it, bro. He's like, we man? And I was like, nah.
You wanted to go outside?
Yeah. I was like,
you want to go to the restroom?
Yeah,
What's up?
He's mad. What is good, everybody? It is your boy, Young Fresco. You were tuning in to the BTC Podcast. I'm with my boy, Trey from Treys Auto.
What's up? Yep.
Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 2 of the Behind the Chair, Beyond the Cut podcast, where we just talk about things, circulating and around barbering and just beyond cutting hair. There's a lot more to life, a lot more to being a barber than just being behind that chair and just cutting hair all day. There's a plethora of avenues and topics of discussion. Now, I got my boy Trey from Treys Auto. He's my guest for the day. Trey, introduce yourself to the people, please.
Treys Auto. I got my mechanic game going. That's all I do, and I came out here to enjoy some time with Fresh right here, and we can hang out, figure out what's going on.
Yes, sir. Trey is actually my brother-in-law. Been with my wife now going on 14 years. And we've seen a few different things already, huh? We've gone through a few different things already. From heartbreak to, what would you say, moving on up in our industries and leveling
moving
up.
From heartbreaking from the bottom, coming back
Definitely.
up, feeling like you're at the lowest point, and then to feeling like you're at the highest point.
So I think, let's start it off from the beginning. I remember when you were going to the iTech. You were going to the iTech. You were barely starting up in the school. I remember you.
I was hanging out with you before you got with Gracie. I remember the talk. You were like, hey, I got to talk to you about your sister. I was like, I already know.
Small world, bro.
Yeah. Back then, I was probably about 18, 19, probably about that. Yeah.
Because I was like 15, 16. So it's crazy how small of like a world that it is, man. Because before I started hanging out with you, it actually started with Rick. I met Rick.
Lil Rick.
I met Rick in PE. And I remember we were in gym, and he was like, yo, those shoes are fire, bro. I think I had on like some Jordan 4s or something, the Fusion 4s.
It was huge into that.
Yeah, Rick was really big into the shoes. And I remember it started off from there. We started chilling and stuff. And then I remember he started mentioning that he was hanging out with Tati and Gracie. And Grace is my wife, by the way. Tati is her best friend. They'll probably be on this podcast at some point or another. Or probably not.
Don't bring them.
He shook his head, no, don't bring them. All right, probably not. But just full disclosure, that's my wife. That's her best friend, Grace, and
who's also my sister.
Yeah, which is his sister. But I remember Rick saying that he was chilling with them, and then started mentioning you and Gordo, and it was just crazy, like how like the whole time like we knew of the same people, but we never like really knew each other, and like the same thing with me and Grace. Yeah, like
small world.
Yeah, like we had family. I had family in the Carolinas. Y'all had family in the Carolinas. They knew each other. It was just like we were bound to kind of like cross paths at some point, which is it's crazy. It just goes to show like how small like the world truly is.
Right.
But yeah, I remember that was that's when we first met up. And during that time, you were barely going into school. You were barely doing the whole iTech thing. Yeah. What was that like? It was pretty straight.
I wish I would have taken it a little bit more seriously because when I got in there, I'm out of high school already. It's mechanic. The high school kids shared the class with us as an elective. So I'm having fun. I'm not taking it seriously. I'm trying to.
So y'all had that like as an elective, like.
No, it wasn't. We were in school, but the high school kids would still go to the class as an elective. But we were already out of high school. They can't mix a bunch of fucking high school kids with 20-year-olds. Man, we ain't gonna have our head right. But
I think the only time we ever did cross, just put further detail on everything. The high school that we attended, there was a college campus, like kind of like right across from it, which was the iTech, which is the school that he went to. So that's what he's talking about, like the high schoolers and the iTech crossing paths.
That was a bad idea right there.
Because I remember the only time I ever went to the iTech was for the food. Whenever we went on our lunch break, everybody would cross over to the iTech just for the food because y'all had culinary.
They go to the cafe.
Yeah, y'all had all the good stuff.
Yeah, it was fun. It was actually fun. You know, going to, I guess college, right?
Yeah.
It was fun, but you know, I wish I would have took it a little bit more seriously. Maybe I would have been maybe a step two ahead, but.
Was it actually kind of like educational though?
It was, but it's more, you know, the paper they give you at the end is what employers want to see. Like you learn a lot. It's just enough to get you your foot in the door. That's all it is. Going to school for that, but it's up to you. If you want to be a mechanic, you're gonna go and learn it. You're gonna go do it after school and everything. A lot of people did it. I'm one of the main ones who actually went and got it. But
I remember when I was in school, I don't think they had barbering and cosmetology yet. So that wasn't really like an option. Yeah. And it wasn't even like it. That was like my go-to career that I wanted to do.
Oh yeah, you didn't see it like that?
Yeah, I didn't even want to cut hair to begin with. That was something that I was just doing. Originally what I was going to go to school for was videography, photography, everything that had to do with media. Which is kind of like what we're like
doing right now.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Pretty cool.
Because it's like, I felt like the whole barbering thing just kind of fell into my lap. Because both my older sisters, they did hair. My oldest sister's, her mom, because we had different moms, her mom was doing hair. So like, I don't know, like maybe it was just like within the family or something or whatever. It was just.
It's in your blood.
Yeah. So I was born to be a barber. Yeah. But before that though, I had other interests or whatever. Like you remember when I was like doing music and stuff, like I just always had
media shit.
Yeah, I just always had an interest in doing everything like media wise, anything that was like creative. Barbering though, it just kind of like just fell in my lap and I just like.
And when did you feel like okay, I got it? You know, because when I was a mechanic, you know, when I got out of school as a mechanic, I thought I was top dog, but then I seen everybody work. I got a lot to learn, but.
And you know what's crazy is like I've been asked that question before by like clients and stuff. They're like, when do you feel like you're the most comfortable? And I tell everybody all the time, like I really to this day I still don't feel comfortable.
Right.
Like,
okay.
Like, and it's not to like make myself seem like the most humble dude, but like I go to work every day, like man, like I really hope I.
Like you still learning something new and shit every day. Yeah.
And I think like I don't know if that has a lot to do with why I'm able to like take it as far as I can because I don't ever go in like I know it all. You know, I done master this. Nobody's gonna tell me what to do.
Right.
Even the new guys that we have come in, like I watch them, I see whatever tools they're using, whatever techniques, and I try to pick off of them.
Right.
And the same thing with like social media, because like I remember I did like a video a while back, and in the video I had mentioned like, because a lot of people ask like what's the best tip that you have for a beginner barber? I don't know if it can relate to like mechanics and stuff.
Right.
But I told them like, look for the best, or not the best, but 3 to 5 people that are influential to you. 3 to 5 people that you look up to that are like, man, like, you know what, they're doing the things that I want to do. And I always say, study their craft, study whatever tools they use, whatever techniques they use, whatever their persona is, like whatever, everything that they do that intrigues you, that catches your eye, study that, try to implement that into your systems, and then eventually you just kind of start coming up with your own thing.
Right, build your own path.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing with the mechanics?
Maybe, but a lot of times I tell people, you know, like mechanicing, I feel like anybody can do it. It's just the common sense, man. You make a mistake, we all make mistakes. I tell you, you know, if you make a mistake twice, 3 times, the same one over and over, then it might not be for you. But everybody makes mistakes, you know, and it's not hard. You just got to use your common sense a little bit. But it's you know, common sense is not that common, you know.
Well, that's the saying of the same.
Yeah. So it makes it kind of difficult. If people had common sense, I'd have had 10 guys working with me already.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's a little the same, man. But I mean, I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm.
Because I mean, y'all got like guys that are like seasoned or whatever. So you
kind
of like learn off them.
But then they talk. You know, when pay comes into, you know, like some people want a little bit more than what they actually can put out, which makes it difficult.
But I don't know how it is for y'all. Like for us or whatever, like there's. I don't know. And like the barbering industry, there's like kind of like low key like hate. There's like a lot of shade that kind of gets thrown around.
Yeah. So
it's kind of like you're the new guy. You coming to me asking for tips and stuff. I'm not gonna give you tips and advice because you're gonna come and take my job. Yeah. I personally I don't feel like that.
No, it's a lot. I think that's like in the industry of any working industry, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like that, man. Real conservative and real. You know, they're worried about the next person come take the job.
Like what kept me from like I don't mind sharing my advice. I don't mind if anybody asks me for tips on like how to cut hair, how to edit, how to make videos, how to do this and that. Like I don't mind. Like I'm okay with lending a hand. Only because I remember before I started cutting hair, like you remember I was landscaping.
Yeah, that shit's tough, man.
I
will never do
landscaping. That's a different kind of cutting. That shit sucks so bad.
I will never do landscaping in my life.
So I did that for like 3 years before I decided, all right, I'm gonna go to school and go cut hair. So just full disclosure, I didn't go straight out of high school into barbering college or nothing like that. I tried to do other things and it wasn't for me. It's not that I couldn't handle the workload, it's just it wasn't worth it.
I couldn't handle it.
The pay compared to the workload, it was just
like, let them keep that shit, man. I don't want that.
It wasn't worth it.
I was doing before I got the job at Firestone. Tiger Kingdom. I was doing digging trenches in tomato fields. I did that shit for 2 days. I don't even know how I went back the second day. They taught me into it, and I was like, man, you know.
And you see, and like when I was doing the landscaping, we weren't doing just like cutting grass. They had me on the actual landscape crew. We were actually hauling rocks and wheelbarrows, and we were digging trenches for trees. Yeah, bro, it sucks. Oh man.
Hey, how you
she's
doing?
in her room. You just interrupted the podcast. Now I gotta cut this out.
You look good. She looks gorgeous. My little niece. She looks gorgeous. She just graduated.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. She just graduated. She did her thing.
Yeah. Welcome to adulthood.
I know, yeah, right.
What a loser. Now you gotta pay bills.
That shit stings.
But I remember though when I was landscaping, going back to what we're talking about, there was this dude, he was kind of like my age, and I remember before I was on his crew, I was with like other crews and stuff. Nobody wanted to show me nothing. All I was trying to do was just like really like trying to help out. Like, I just wanted to know how to work. I just want to know how to do the job. So when I finally got on this crew with this dude, I asked him questions and he's like, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I was like, damn, I was like, about time, bro. I was like, cause nobody want to tell me nothing. And when I told him that, he's like, you know why? He's like, cause they're scared that you're gonna take their job.
Yeah, that shit.
He's like, I'm gonna show you how to do this. He's like, because he's like, you ain't gonna outwork me. He's like, I ain't worried that you're gonna take my job. And I swear, bro, when he told me that, I've taken that with me with everything, everywhere I go. Yeah, so he told me that, he said that nobody would, he told me, I'm not scared to show you what I know because I know you're not gonna outwork me. I know you're not gonna take my job. And so I took that with me, like, with everything. Like I was saying, like, with editing videos, from doing clothing brands, like, whatever it is, if I know how to do it and you're asking, I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Right.
Not out of like arrogance or cockiness, but I just know like I'm always gonna try my best. So if you are gonna beat me, then it's because you're just better than me, and like it is what it is.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
That's it.
You know, let somebody shine. If they're gonna shine, you let them shine. But a lot of people are afraid of that. A lot of people are afraid of the next person coming up and being that better person. You know, being even better than what you do. But like homeboy, like if he got confidence in himself, shit, he got confidence in himself. He can say anything he wants. He can teach you anything he wants. But he's got enough confidence that you ain't gonna be above him.
You know, it's the crazy thing is I could never outdo him. I couldn't do it. He was too good at it.
Top dog.
Yeah, he was good. He was built for it. He was strong. He knew the ins and outs and everything, and he literally made the point that I wasn't gonna outdo him.
Right. He let you know from the beginning. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I couldn't.
Yeah, respectable.
So like I did. Like I carried that like with me like everywhere, and I tell that to like all like my high schoolers that I be cutting, anybody who asks for anything, because they'll tell me that like, damn, like you're so like you give out information or whatever, like you're not scared, like you don't worry about it. I was like, because that's why, you know, because like 9 times out of 10, like you're probably not gonna go and do anything with the information, you know, respectfully, but like that's a cold-hearted truth, you know. I could give you the blueprint on how to do, you know, X, Y, and Z, and you're probably not gonna go do anything with it. Right. And then if you do, then hey, all power to you, man. I'm glad that you did it.
I've had mechanics, bro. Like mechanics. It's always the ones coming out of school, man. They think they know everything, but always them. You know, I've had them like trying to teach them, man, and sometimes they don't even want my help. Like they're so cocky, but they're so young. You know, and shit's crazy, bro. But you know, over time, people learn everything. If you're gonna, if you know. If it's in your blood, it's in your blood. You know, if you can do it, you're gonna be able to do it, man. Some people they want the title, man. They want, you know, somebody wants to be a haircut, a barber. Somebody wants to be a barber, but it might not be for them because, you know, it's, some people, I don't know, man. Like dealing in the mechanic game, like especially the young cats coming out, they don't want to take. They think they're the bomb. They don't want to take word from you. They want to take word from the boss, and then, you know, I just be trying to help people out. I'm not worried about nobody taking my job or anything. I'm just trying to help people out. But the mechanics, man, them young mechanics coming in, they go to school, you know, and they think they know everything coming out. They don't even want your help, and then they make themselves look like fools, you know. So, I mean, it's kind of different, but kind of the same. You know, we deal with the same shit.
Yeah, and that's kind of like why I did make this podcast and like the whole BTC thing.
Right.
The whole it's the Behind the Chair, Beyond the Cut podcast, but it's around the whole servicing industry. I feel like I've noticed just talking to so many people in my chair that work in different fields, we have a lot of like similarities and stuff. So that's why I wanted to bring on different people that aren't just barbers or cosmetologists or anything, because
we live real lives.
Yeah,
we live real lives. That's the thing, you know. And the fight's night.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking about right now when we're talking about the whole I can show you the ropes and young people coming in, because it reminded me of the Ryan Garcia and the Davis fight. It's Ryan was very, very
I was come on, Ryan, he's winning. Be careful, bro. And then I knew it was gonna happen. But
the whole before the fight happened, the whole mindset that he had, I was gonna he was gonna go in there and kill it. He sold me. I really thought
he agreed to everything. He agreed to everything that the contract was built for Ryan to say no to the fight.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It was built for him to say no to the fight, but Ryan agreed. That's where he fucked up. He agreed to everything that Gervonta Davis wanted to do. Rehydration clause, whatever the fuck they had in there. Mm-hmm. He agreed to everything. And he had no saying, and it was built, the contract was built for Ryan Garcia to say no. And he took the fight still, and that was his problem. And then on top of that, he was doing good. He landed a couple good shots in the first round, and then he ended up getting too cocky.
But it still comes back down.
You better watch out, because
it still comes back down.
Davis' seasons. Davis knows what he's doing in the ring.
That's how that dude was. Or that dude told me, he's I'm gonna show you what to do. He's because you're not gonna outperform me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
Yeah.
As bad as I wanted to in my head, I was man, I could do this. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Oh, that shit broke my heart. That fight broke my heart, but
what it was for me, bro, was the intro when he had the Oceans by Hillsong playing. He came in, bro. The intro was so legendary.
Yeah,
I was bro, he's got this. He's got God on his side.
Nah, but he's real. I think he's real big Christian.
Yeah, he is, bro. He is.
He's cool as fuck. I like Ryan, but I knew. I mean, I was going for Ryan, but I knew. You know who Gervonta is.
Yeah.
You know who he is. You know what they. He's technical. He can brawl, but he can be technical too.
Nah, he's a smart fighter.
But we gotta see that Pitbull Cruz and Gervonta Davis too. That's the one we want to see, because Pitbull Cruz is a little bit more. He has a higher IQ than Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the fight tonight was Haney and who?
Haney and Lomachenko. Yeah, that's gonna be a really good fight. I'm looking forward to that.
I know of them, but I don't know enough.
Lomachenko's pretty good. He lost to Teofimo Lopez, but other than that, he was pretty good.
I know Ryan had said something about that he wanted to fight Haney because when they were in their amateur league still, that they were both 3-3 on each other.
I think Haney beat him though.
Yeah, they said they were 3-3. They had 6 fights or whatever.
Oh shit! Yeah, but they're friends. They're friends. All of them are friends, bro. Yeah, they're all friends.
Yeah, well, they all do it for the money.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. Sell the shit. But they're all friends. They're all cool.
Cause it was Mayweather and McGregor. They hyped that fight up, and when they were done, they were in the back laughing.
They stopped that shit, and no. Mayweather told McGregor, we're rich. He's like, don't worry about it. And in the ring, he's like, don't worry about it. We're fucking rich.
It was the same thing that Davis did too. Davis had called the round that he was gonna beat Ryan in. Mayweather had said the same thing with McGregor. He had called that round too.
But they had a spy. They had a spy in Ryan Garcia's camp. That Asian dude. I don't know what he is, but I know he's Asian. But he was Ryan was already hurt.
Yeah,
supposedly Ryan was hurt already. And he was hurt in the body. And supposedly they let him know, and then, Gervonta Davis knocked him down with a body shot, and he didn't get back up. But I don't know. I don't know the deals. I don't know. I'm not in the camp. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt
I like both of them. I like both of them, honestly.
I felt some type of way about the fight, though, or whatever, because, I'm not a boxing expert, but just, from I don't know, my point of view, it looked like he was about to get up and then he quit. I felt like in his head,
that shit hurt me. That shit hurt me. Yeah.
Like he lost in his head already. He's like, damn. He's like, I already got dropped. I just got dropped again, and then I think all confidence.
I think he lost the fight when he got dropped the first time.
Yeah. Because he slowed down after that.
Yeah. And then Davis was doing his thing.
Because he was holding back the right hand the whole time. And then that body shot, and then just like he took that knee, and he was just thinking about it. He's like I'm done. Mm-hmm. He's like, just take this L respectfully, or I'm gonna get dropped later on.
I see him bleeding through the nose, man. That shit broke my heart, bro. Like, no,
where was not Ryan?
Not Ryan. Little fucking fanboy and shit. But yeah, that was a good fight. I like Davis. I like Davis a lot.
And then Diaz was out there fighting. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
Did you see where he choked out the dude?
Yeah,
in the street.
He's getting charged for that one.
Yeah,
that's rough, man. But he said he thought it was Logan Paul.
It did look like Logan Paul.
No, he didn't believe when they said it wasn't Logan Paul. He was like, nah, that was Logan Paul.
I had to go through a few videos. I'm like, all right,
the only reason I know that's not Logan Paul is because I seen videos of him before, and I was like, man, that looks like Logan Paul. And then I seen the comments, people were like, oh yeah, he actually chilled with Logan Paul before.
Yeah, because that's the lookalike, right?
Yeah, like.
See, I didn't even know he was like famous for that.
Yeah, it was a lookalike.
He's a TikToker, right?
Yeah. But he was fucking with I mean, he wasn't fucking with Diaz, but he engaged Diaz.
Yeah.
So I mean, what are you gonna do? Anybody's gonna protect themselves, but supposedly Diaz is facing charges for that shit.
Yeah. Okay, well, Diaz has always been getting in and out of fights.
Yeah. He's gonna fight Logan Paul, or Jake Paul.
Yeah, Jake Paul.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Andrew Tate's supposed to be fighting Jake Paul too.
Supposedly, right?
That's what they've been hyping up a lot.
But I don't know, man. I know it's a payday for him. I just really wish he wouldn't have taken that route. Because he's it's almost fake fighting. I feel like it's fake fighting.
Yeah,
fake fighting for
it's an influencer.
Yeah. It's influencing shit, bro. Yeah. It's just whatever you know.
Well, Diaz is already reaching that peak where like.
Well, it's gonna be a good payday for him. Absolutely, shit. So I'm kind of happy for him. I wouldn't blame him, but
he's already getting old, bro. He really ain't got many years left in the UFC, so these are like his last little payouts.
That motherfucker can barely talk. How much he got his ass kicked.
He got punched drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk. He sounds drunk every time he talks.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm feeling I'm feeling a little buzzed out right now because of these drinks.
I'm turning into a chatterbox and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, my girl don't like me no more. That happens.
We're going a straight left turn with it.
All right. My girl, I'm just thinking about it. My girl don't like me no more.
All right, everybody, buckle up for this.
My girl and my side bitch don't like me no more.
So it's gonna be a roller coaster ride. All right, so let's take a sip and let's dive right into it. So I still want to try to keep it a little bit work related.
Right.
So how is that affecting you at work?
Oh, fuck, bro. Come on, man. I can't even work. I'm supposed to use my mind to work. I use my mind's getting taken up by bitches on the side, and my main girl, my baby mom. It's hard to think. You gotta when you mechanic, you gotta be able to think. You gotta think right, and along with that, like. I ain't got other workers with me, so I gotta get off of what I'm doing to make quotes and shit like that. So it makes it kind of hard. I feel like I never get nothing done. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it takes a toll. It takes a huge toll. Thinking about these females and shit. But what I do, I still get involved. I still get, thinking like, hey man, maybe I should focus on work. I think about that all the time. I do focus on work, but then first bitch comes around and I spend all my time and effort on her.
So like it's crazy because like there's a lot of like. Well, how would you say it? Like the stereotype advice, like, come on, bro, like get your mind off of her, go do this. Like a lot of people like throw like advice out or whatever that haven't really been through it.
Like it's easy.
Yeah, they're like, come on, just get over it, bro. It ain't nothing. Or like, no, like, bro. Until you actually go through it,
that shit will take you over. That shit will drag you down if you let it.
Like I don't know. I try to be wary of like the people I take advice from. Like, bro, like you ain't been through it. Don't give me the advice because you ain't been through it.
Yeah, so, like look where you're fucking at.
Yeah, like you don't know. So that's like a big tip, big key for whoever's listening to this, man. Just be very wary of who you take advice from.
Oh yeah, look at it from the outside in. Like look at that as if you're. Because me, when my girl was doing me dirty, the first like the beginning of the years and shit, like. Mm-hmm. People tell me, hey, leave her alone, don't worry about that. And I was like, no, y'all don't understand, y'all don't know this girl. Yeah. No, man, come on, man, look at it from, like, if you're going through some shit with your girl, then you look at it the way you would look at your homeboy and his girl. If she's doing him dirty, you ain't gonna like that. Yeah. if it quacks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, it's probably a fucking duck. Yeah. So, but love is blind, man. A lot of people are blinded by it, but you just gotta stop and look at it from the outside in.
Bro. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quote of the day right there. Love is
fucking
blind.
Females that like to play. Like my homeboy's like, he said, man, where the fuck you find these bitches from, man? They're all the same. I don't know. They just come around.
So it's crazy, right? So
yeah.
So like I've been like I don't know if you like really get into like any of this stuff, but I like dive like a lot into like the man, what's the word? It's like on the tip of my tongue right now. It's like the study of life, philosophies. Yeah, like I look a lot into like philosophies, like studies of the universe, studies of like Christianity. Like I really dive real deep into like real life talk, real life, like self-growth, personal development. Like that's just my thing. That's like part of the reason why I made the podcast, because there's people that don't have actual conversations like this and don't know, and they're just walking around blinded or whatever. They just see stuff that they see on the internet and they're just like, all right, well let me go and go do that.
Right.
And there's nobody like really giving them like real stories, like talking like the real shit.
Yeah,
like,
I think there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, and like everybody's like blinded by stuff. I don't know, like on my social media, like I see a lot of people, they're like, yeah man, if you want to make this much money as a barber and do this and that, I was like, bro, like
it ain't that easy.
Yeah, like y'all feeding them the wrong game. And I know it's like that with like all other kind of industries. They're always feeding like stupid advice.
Yeah.
But
that's why
like,
game's free.
Yeah,
game is free, but
back to like the whole like relationship thing. Like I remember like when me and your sister, like whenever we were going through things like that, man, that was like tearing me up like at work.
That shit hurts.
Like that hurt my pockets. That hurt me like just like with my relationship, like with the people around me and my clients. Like I would just like go into like this space in my head where like everybody was just like blacked out. Like people would talk to me and I would just kind of like, I'm half listening. Like I know you're talking to me, but I'm not receiving everything you're saying. Like there are people that was like genuinely trying to give me like good like advice and stuff, but it's just that cookie cutter advice. Like it's gonna get better, bro. And it's like it's not what I want to hear.
Yeah, you know? Told me.
Like I want some real advice, or somebody that's actually been through it. But their testimony, how they got through it, and how it didn't end well. Like I want like some real cold hearted truth.
Yeah.
A lot of people nowadays like they don't keep it real. They just like there's too many yes men. That's the problem in the world now. There's too many yes men. There's not enough people that'll call you out.
Yeah, you're real friends.
That'll call you out when you mess. Even like not even relationship wise, just like your real homeboy or whatever. Like, hey man, like, you messing up, bro. Like you're drinking too much or you're missing too much work. Or something. Like don't.
Yeah, ain't a lot of people out there like that, man. But I mean, I don't know if people are too afraid to speak up or something, hurt their feelings or anything. But it's not a lot like that right now. I don't know, man. Maybe because most of the people who speak like that to their friends, who are actually really friends, and let them know what's going on. Maybe sometimes they're not in their life anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. You grow older, you separate from some of your really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I tell like a lot of like freaking like the nieces and nephews, my high schooler clients, like everyone like you gotta be careful, man. Like a lot of people you hang out with in high school, like they ain't gonna be around when you get out. No. Like you gotta be real like selective with like the people that you keep around, man. Because even the ones that you do keep around, you probably won't even like know it, because like you said, like love is blind or whatever. There's something like homeboy love, homeboy respect and stuff, and they could be leeching off you the whole time. And
my boy, that's what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying. Like they could be
fucked
leeching.
Up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to start something for real, bro. And this man playing around, but I'm not gonna say his name because it's my boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like,
I know exactly what
you're
you're
coming. They could be leeching on.
I'm not saying
like,
leeching. I wouldn't say that, but
and like within that degree,
you
know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like I don't know, man. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to make my money, trying to make my money and go out and party, and then whenever I need to work again, do it again, go back to work because I need money. No, I'm trying to build something, but some people just think differently than you, man, and you don't mix friendship with business. That's one thing. If I can tell anybody, you do not mix friendship with business. I'm sorry, you're my friend, but we're not. Next time we're not doing this, man. It's rough, bro. It takes a toll on you, and it affects you in a negative way. Especially if your said friend is not committed as you are,
So here's the thing. There's man, I got like so many stuff on the tip of my tongue and I keep on forgetting it.
Right.
There's this study that talks about like businesses or whatever, like small businesses shut down within like their first like 3 to 5 years of being open.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say any names in particular, but we know of like, well, I don't know if you know of them or whatever, but I know of a business where it was two people that went in together to go do like a particular industry and job and stuff. And it started off smooth, like anything else, or everybody's level-headed. But once the money starts coming in, that's when people got different views on how they want to go about it, and then that's when things crumble. That I'm talking more like in partnerships right now. But even if you decide to go off and do like the solopreneur thing, when people start getting money, they start acting a little bit different.
Yeah.
So like the way like I always explain everything, money, drugs, alcohol, all of that stuff, it's a magnifier. So however you are like as a person, like if you're already like a bad spender, when you get more money, you're just gonna be a bigger bad spender.
Yeah.
If you already got like internal issues and you're drinking, it's just gonna magnify that. It's gonna make it worse. So
drinking is honestly. I mean, we're out here. I don't need to sound like a hypocrite. We're out here chilling.
Yeah.
But
there's like levels to it, right?
Yeah.
So like back to like the whole back to the whole bad like relationship thing. Like when I was younger and like a lot more immature. As soon as I was going through a bad day, heartbreak or whatever it was, I went straight to alcohol, whatever. It was just like my escape, my getaway. Like I would get out of work, I would go grab me a 4-pack, down that real quick. Or I was doing that like every day for like a minute. I was like smoking a lot too and stuff. And I'm not against smoking, I'm not against drinking because obviously I still do it. But it's the intention behind it. I was I was doing it to get away.
You're hurting.
And it made things worse. Like it made like my wife and like the people around me that were like with me around that time, like I was pushing them away.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't like, I don't know, it was just making things worse. And that's when I picked up exercising. The exercising became my getaway. I told you that like I don't remember when I had mentioned it, like that's like when I stopped drinking and smoking that's when I started working out, and that became like my escape and like my way of coping with things, because like honestly I'm not perfect. I don't got all my shit together or anything, but I do know, I have different outlets. When I'm frustrated, I come in here and I let it out this way, or I'll grab a pen and a pad and I'll start writing stuff for her, because like we mentioned it earlier, before I wanted to start barbering, I wanted to do music. So I always had like a thing for like just like writing and stuff. And like to this day, I still do music, but like that's just like for personal use. That's my escapism.
Yeah.
When I have a drink order, it's just because I'm just chilling or whatever. I'm just trying to just relax and just trying to vibe out.
Yeah. Yeah, same here, bro. Like, I'm my own boss, man. So, I like to take a drink every once in a while, but it's not the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, man. I think maybe if you could, if I could just tone it down a little bit, I'll be all right. But
at least you know it, though.
Yeah.
There's people that are straight to Iowa.
Yeah. No, I just don't. Especially since I got my glasses back. I can be out there and I can. I just don't like looking ugly. I don't like looking ugly to my customers.
Yeah.
So I put the glasses on. It helps out, but that shit cuts into your life.
Yeah, it does.
You just gotta know how to handle it.
Yeah. What I'm saying, but like that's like the first step right there, though. I'm saying you at least acknowledge it,
right?
I think that's what it takes. A lot of people don't want to like acknowledge like the place and position they're at. They're like, no, I'm not an alcoholic,
right?
And like you got like,
oh no, buddy,
like,
no.
Like, it's like that with anything. Like when like me, like I know I'm a hothead. Like I know like I snap real fast. Right. I acknowledge it, so that's why I go through like a daily. You can call it meditation or a prayer or something. Like I really try to work on it daily, because I know like I'm just quick tempered, and it could be like just the littlest things, or the kids.
You could be eating cheeseburgers every day, bro. People be like, "Hey man, you're gonna die if you eat cheeseburgers every day." Like it's too much of anything's gonna kill you, bro. It don't matter. You just gotta know how to handle what you gotta handle your business.
Yeah, just take things in moderation.
And then one day at a time. Every day's a new day.
You know what I noticed too, that I was talking to one of my boys about this, is that if let's just say alcohol, for example, like I've noticed that people like they're an alcoholic, so what people will start to do is they'll start to substitute whatever it is. They don't even have to be alcohol, but they'll substitute that with something else, or and people can go from an alcoholic to a workaholic.
Yeah.
And they drown themselves in work.
Yeah.
They're like, man, I'm just trying to do better for myself and this and that. It's like, no, because it's still a form of escape.
People, escape. That's why I'm saying they're getting away from whatever the fuck they're fighting.
And I noticed people do that, and
I had a hard time. You know it. You know it. You see me. When my lady left me, and you know.
But I feel like that's natural though.
It is.
It's not the greatest thing or whatever, but like, you know, like it's natural. I think what I can give you props on is like you picked it up like really fast, or you know, like this ain't it.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was going through it, like I didn't. It took me to the point where Gracie left me, and I was just like down bad. Or whatever.
Homegirl helped me out, and then she don't like me no more either.
She
don't like me no more either.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be. I liked her a lot though, but it wasn't meant to be, you know. So look at us, hanging out.
Hey, but you know what? Like we're doing something more productive.
Yeah. I'm not out there in the streets right now, fucked up. I'm not out there, you know. I'm out here chilling. I'm about to go to bed. You know, we go to bed. We go to sleep in the bed, and we're straight. We know we'll be all right for the next day.
Yeah,
you know,
because I was listening.
I had my weakness last night, and I made myself look like a fool, and I do regret it.
Yeah, happens, man.
But what are you gonna do? You know?
Yeah, I've had some.
Moments of weakness.
I've had some moments. So here's like an embarrassing one, bro.
Yeah. I hate those.
So this one was embarrassing, right? So this was like, damn, man, this was a long time. This is when we were still in high school. This is like, you know,
that's
like
this
is when I was still this one was embarrassing. I was still like very young. I was still like drinking a lot, and me and Gracie, we were going through it. And I remember I was outside, and I'm drunk. I'm on the phone, and she's like, she, you know how like used to like what do you want? And then they click and hang up on you or whatever. Like you're doing that back and forth thing.
That shit.
And so like I thought I was heated, right? And I'm outside. I'm on the street. I'm heated. And I swear to God, bro, I'm like, damn, answer the freaking phone, man. Like I'm doing that, bro. I'm having a fit.
Fuck, man, I hate getting to that point.
No. So I have a fit, and then I hear behind me, excuse me. I'm like, oh my God, bro. I look back, and there was some other like lady or whatever. She's like, can I borrow your phone? I need to get a ride. I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm like, I feel so stupid, bro.
Like, lady, you didn't see me having a breakdown over
here?
here?
Like, I just had a whole fit right here in the street. I'm thinking I'm good by myself.
Fuck,
yeah,
hey.
Yeah, that was super.
Oh man, it was rough, bro. It was rough. That I can honestly say, you know, my heart has hurt, bro, but I've never been through that, right?
Yeah, that was embarrassing, bro. It's not like I was trying to do it for the whole world to see. I thought I was having a moment by myself in the street.
Goodness, I would have told her no.
This lady was like, she was like walking home or something, and that was just super embarrassing. I'm like, damn, bro.
Like, can I have some fucking time?
Like I was literally like answer the freaking phone, god damn it! Like, oh man, can I borrow your phone? Bro, that's
so where the fuck did she come from?
I read like randomly.
That is not shit, bro. One time. We were working. I was at the shop, toy shop. Toy brought in the big ass truck. You know, they deliver bread and shit to all the stores around the market. So this dude came in, and then he was wondering about his truck. He's the owner, and he's kind of like real happy, like real nice guy. He's like, hey, yeah, man, how's it going? You know, he want to know about his truck. So I called Toy, and then Toy's like, okay, Perk's gonna be in tomorrow. So I explained that to him, and he's like, oh man, Toy. He's like, I knew he was trying to surprise me. He was just surprising me. I knew it, man. That's him. That's Toy. Okay, you know. So the next day, Toy's working on his vehicle, and I go to use the restroom in the back, and I come back, and Toy's working on his vehicle. They got a couple guys. They got the truck all lifted up. And I was like, hey, man, the owner of this truck right now, man, he was acting weird last night. You know, he came over here. He's like, oh, Toy, you know, that's Toy right there. Like, I explained how weird he was acting to him. Toy was like, he's like, yeah, that guy's a fucking weirdo. He's a fucking weirdo. I swear, bro, you speak of the devil will come. And that dude went right behind me, walked right behind me while Toy was saying that, and put his hand on Toy's shoulder. I'm a weirdo, Toy. And Toy looked at him, he's like, oh shit. He's like, nah, not you. I walked away, bro. I don't even know how to have a conversation. And we're talking about it afterwards, so it's like, this motherfucker set me up.
Damn.
Toy's like, yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. But that shit was so funny. That shit was hilarious, bro. So fucking awkward.
So it was like at work. I can't say names at work.
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have said Toy.
So I'm cutting this guy, bro. I'm cutting his hair, And I got him faced like this way, right? Like the entrance of the shop is over there. He's facing this way. So he's facing towards like the door where people coming in and out. I'm cutting his hair, and then lady comes in. She's talking to one of the other barbers over there because the barber's cutting her son.
Right.
And so I'm here, and barber's over here. Lady comes in talking to this barber because, like I said, like he's cutting her son, and she walks out, and one of the other barbers is like, "Damn man, y'all see that man? That fat man, like just going in, just talking." Yeah, he was just saying like this and that. Oof. And so the guy in my chair, he's like, "Hey man," he said, "That's my lady," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I just
dumb." That shit, I feel cringe for him.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I turned around, I was like, oh my god, I got red, bro.
I got if you were the one saying the shit, right?
I'm like, damn, bro. I was like, that's so embarrassing. And he's like, I'm so sorry, bro. He's like, I was just talking stupid.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, bro. He's like, I get it, bro. He's like, we man. And I was like, nah.
He wanted to go outside.
Yeah. I was like,
wanted to go to the restroom.
Yeah,
hey, what's up?
He's mad. He's mad or whatever, but
he was a big man.
Yeah, when he got out of the chair, the barber did come up to him. He's like, I'm so sorry, bro. He's like, you know what? I was just messing around.
But he was cool though.
Whatever. He's like, nah, man. He's like, I get it, but you can see over there, like he was mad.
Yeah, he that shit though.
But like,
nah, you talking about that man's lady.
Yeah, but
no, people don't play about that.
Like you can see whatever. He's like, all right, this dude's coming like humbly, like he is apologizing whatever. He didn't mess up, but it was just like. There's just some things over there, bro. Just kind of keep that to yourself.
Right.
Or
wait.
It was just so funny, bro, because it was just like, damn. I was like, he was just looking like dead at him. He's like, hey man, he said, that's my lady. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you're gonna get out of the chair probably because you weren't done with his haircut. If you were done with his haircut, you'd probably get out the chair and fucking do something.
Well, it's funny, bro, because that's not the first time like that's happened. That's happened in like another barbershop. I feel like that's just like a common thing.
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
Well, guys are dogs, bro.
Yeah, but it's just like there's just some things, though. Just kind of keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Like just tone it down a little bit. It was just one of those situations. It was just.
Yeah, but even sometimes people tell me stuff like they do on the side and shit. Like me, I don't like to talk about what I do. Some people love to talk about that shit. Yeah. I don't know. Like just you don't need to hear it. But that's what he gets. Fuck it.
Yeah, I've had clients confide in me and tell me some things. I was like, man, I wish you didn't tell me that.
I didn't know that shit. Right?
I was like, you didn't have to tell me that. Yeah. So like, that's what I don't know.
Cheated on you, fucking your best friend and shit.
Yeah, that's like one thing with like being like a barber, bro. I'm a cosmetologist. I'm pretty sure like
you hear that talk. Yeah, you hear that talk.
They're like the women cheating on their husbands, the men cheating on their wives. Like we hear it all.
I think it's because a lot of people like to get away, and when they're in the barber chair, it's like they can vent a little bit. They don't know you don't know them. They can vent a little bit, but for real, that's like. Uncomfortable, honestly.
Yeah, I hear people say all kinds of stuff. I'm like, damn, bro. And then we get like we do get some weird people, man. We get some like really like awkward people.
Yeah.
And it just makes me think like, man, like I'm like, how many of these people just wander around the world like this? Like
I know, right? How the fuck
stuff.
you function in life like that? Like I know some. I mean, man. I don't know the people, but I dealt with some people, man. Like how the fuck you.
How do you get through your day?
Yeah, how do you wake up in the morning and tie your fucking shoes, bro? But
people are weird.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for that fight tonight. I want to watch that bitch.
Fight?
Yeah, the fight. It's gonna be a good fight, man.
I don't know. I don't know enough about either one of them, but I hear a lot about Haney, so I'm gonna put my money on Haney.
Yeah, he's real good. He's badass. I think he might be able to win, but it's no gimme. If he takes a day off, he took a day off for training, he's probably gonna lose. Because Lomachenko ain't no joke. But I think he's got the skill set to beat Lomachenko. Lomachenko's a little older. He's a little older. Devin Haney's fresh.
Speaking of older, did you see the fight with that Rolly?
Rolly,
he fought that one dude?
Yeah.
That dude?
That dude was,
the people in the comments are like, is that the chef, the secondhand chef in the Chinese restaurant?
Like he was still a man. That dude is still a man.
Yeah. Alright, so we're kind of like a good ways through it right now. Something I wanted to like talk about was kind of like the future of like your business and what you got plans. Like
yeah. I don't know.
What's the goal?
I don't know. First of all, I mean, I got to get some workers, bro. But what I got going on right now, I got to switch something up because I'm not trying to be like I said, I'm not trying to be make money right now, go spend it and get to work when I need more money. No, I wanna be the next biggest name in my town.
Yeah.
And where I work at, I'm trying to be the next biggest name. And I think I work with a little bit of people that don't want that. So I mean, I'm still trying to figure out a way. I've been open for a year and 5 months, about a year and a half already.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to which is pretty good. I feel like it's pretty good.
So I was gonna say from when you first opened up to where you're at now, like you've seen like a big like amount of growth.
Yeah. I got people coming in every day, a new customer coming in every day.
Yeah.
At least one every day.
What's everything? Word of mouth or just...
Word of mouth? Yeah, people word of mouth. I haven't had a business card for a little while, but they're going. It's going. People finding out about me without even. Some guy came up and I was like, "Hey, how'd you know about the shop?" I asked him. He said, "You told me like a year ago." Yeah. I don't remember talking to you.
I remember you said something. You say to all your customers, or you stand by your work. That's like your motto.
Yeah. Stand by my work. Yeah.
So like, I know we've been like a bit like on and back and forth with ranting and stuff, sharing some stories and stuff. But like, that's kind of like I think like some solid piece of advice that anybody that's listening to is always like, stand by your work.
Stand by your work. Yeah. That's what you gotta do.
Sure you're putting out good work.
You'll gain fans, you'll gain anything you need to if you stand by your work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, okay, sometimes it don't come out the way you want it to. You gotta fix it. It's difficult, it's stressful, but it comes with trying to be,
that's what you're signing up for.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. It comes with it. It's always gonna be there.
Cause that's why I tell like a lot of people, cause like, I think it's a social media thing. Cause like a lot of high schoolers and younger people, it's mostly the younger people. I do get some older guys that talk about wanting to get into barbering, but mostly the younger people. And I tell them like what really like draws you into it, and they like their first response is like, well, yeah, man, you know, you're your own boss and you make money, this and that, or whatever. I was like, all right. I was like, so if the money wasn't a part of the thing, would you still do it?
No. Fuck no.
They're like, nah. I was like, because there's way more headaches that come before the money even comes.
It ain't about the money, bro.
Yeah, I was like, first of all, you spend more money before you even start actually getting money back in return.
Lot to it. There's a lot going on.
And I tell them too, because it's like how you say, like, stand by your word. So like I tell a lot of them, it's like, bro, it's like, all right, like the first flaw and like why you want to do this because you're doing it for the money. I was like, and that's gonna kill you. I was like, because I was like, you gotta understand, like, people are people, bro. I was like, you can't view people as like that's a walking bag of money. You're like, no, that's a person with actual problems that's probably going through it right now. Like in your case, order like that person's probably got a problem or whatever, where they can't pay their light bill or something, but they need their car to get to work.
Right.
You're the middleman order that's gonna, help them get to that point.
Yeah, you gotta make it work. But sometimes sometimes they don't work. Sometimes it don't. And that's what you got to do. I mean, it comes with experience, man. You can do anybody can do a job that'll take them about 15 minutes. But something goes wrong, you got to know how to handle it, and then you
got to right your wrong.
Yeah. You can charge somebody $30-$40 to do something, and then it ends up taking way longer. You can't charge them more. That's on you. I mean, that's it's stressful, but it's part of the game. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah, because it's the same thing in the shop. Like we get guys like part of it too is like it's customers, it's clients and stuff or whatever. They're not. They don't know. Like like I remember when I was cutting your hair, you didn't know that you wanted a low fade. You like in your head, you knew what you wanted.
Yeah, I knew how I wanted to look, but
you didn't know it.
Yeah.
So that's part of our job is to figure that out. It's like, all right, so what's the problem? What do you want? I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for you. They don't know what's wrong, what needs to be fixed. You do.
Right. No, you hooked me up.
So it's your.
I said, and I was like, man, fuck, Cody got me by the balls right now. I can't even go to another barber because they fuck my shit up.
And that's because like how you say, I stand by my work.
Yeah.
Like
pretty
that's
cool.
Yeah. Like that's why a lot of people they tell me they're like, yeah, man, like you're really good at this, man. Like you're killing it. I was like, this is how I make a living. I don't have a choice.
This is your livelihood.
Yeah,
right
like
I
have to be good at this.
Yeah.
Because if not, then somebody else will.
Yeah.
And it's always that right race, man. Either you be good at it or somebody else will. But that's kind of like why like I brought up like the whole future thing, because I mean like we're still young, right?
Yeah.
But you can't do it forever.
Like like how you say we're still like young, not young, but we're younger.
We're in our prime.
Yeah, we're going through it right now.
We're getting to that hill.
We're about the hill. Yeah, we're almost at the hill.
We're getting there. But that's why I was bringing it up. It's just like obviously we can't do it forever. 29.
29. Damn, you ain't even 30. I'm 33.
Yeah, these 4 years over.
In 4 years, I wish I could take back.
You're gonna hit the hill before I do.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
So that's all I was saying though, like, cause we're not gonna be able to do this forever.
Yeah.
Cause I know you had like asked me earlier, you know, like if I was ever gonna open up a shop and stuff or whatever. And eventually, when that point comes, like I'll lean towards some sort of business, something like along that lines, because I've been saying it forever. Like I can't do it forever.
But your shit, like me, for me to open up a shop, all I need is a garage. You know.
Yeah.
Like your shit's way more expensive, man. You need chairs, you need mirrors, you need the whole kit and caboodle.
And that's like where a lot of people like get confused, especially people that are barbers. They get confused because they think it's like a cash cow, and then people that aren't barbers are like, yeah, when are you gonna open up your own shop? And I tell a lot of people, I tell a lot of my clients, I was like, you know what? I was like, the day I open up my shop is probably gonna be the day I stop cutting your hair. I was like, because I can't be the barber in the barbershop. I gotta run the business.
Right.
I was like, it's different building yourself clientele. It's different building clientele for like 8 other guys. Right. That's a whole different ballgame. It's gonna be the same thing for you. Yeah. You're gonna have to provide work for however many workers.
Yeah. You still gotta pay them. You still gotta pay. They still gotta make their money. Yeah. It's difficult. It is. It's here out here, bro. When you want to open up your own business, the odds are set against you, bro. You gotta actually, sacrifice a lot. You gotta put time and money into it. Some people have businesses where they open it up and they take off, but not trade, not mechanicking, and I can definitely see not barbering, because how much you pay for a chair?
For rent?
No.
Or just to buy a chair?
No, if you want to buy a chair, you want to open a business, how much you gonna pay for it?
Man,
$600-700.
Yeah. If you want a decent chair,
you want your customers to feel comfortable. You want them to chill. You gonna pay $800-900 for a chair.
The chair I'm in right now, this is like a $300 chair, but this thing like freaking lost comfort like a long time ago. It wobbles, it doesn't turn right, it doesn't operate. This is
difficult, bro.
Yeah, this is just one of those garage barber chairs. But you want like a good solid chair that's gonna last you 5 to 7 years. You're looking at minimum $700, and then it goes up from there.
And then you need about 8 of them bitches.
Yeah, times that by 8 or 10, and that's the thing too, because that depends on like your rent, your stations, your utilities, your insurance, like all of that.
Yeah, because that's a chair alone. That's the chair alone.
So it's like, and that's just because you got the chair doesn't mean someone's gonna come and work automatically.
Sit there. Yeah, they ain't gonna sit there. Yeah,
so it's a harder business than people think. That's why I tell everybody, I was like, the second I become a shop owner, I'm not gonna be cutting hair as often. Like I'll be cutting hair, but it won't be my primary thing.
You think that's possible though?
To not cut hair?
No, to be a shop owner. You think you got it in you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
you're ready for it. A lot of people used to ask me like, why don't you own a shop? But they don't know. They just see the work I do. But
I think when I was managing Fade 'em Up, for anybody listening, I used to manage a barbershop for like 2 years. I helped. I didn't start it up, but I got there like the first 2 weeks that it was open. And I was like the right-hand man for a good minute, then became the manager and just started like operating everything like it was my own shop. Like that's just something that I've always felt like I just want to be a part of something, say I help grow it. But I feel like I won't ever really get that true fulfillment until I just go and do my own thing. But it's still good to get experience because you did it too, right? You managed over there.
Yeah, I ran Treys Auto.
Yeah, because I remember we were talking about it earlier, but you said it was a headache.
Yeah.
That's the experience that you need before you go do anything. Just pick up some management role and you'll see like it's not like what it looks like.
Right.
And so and I see a lot of people. I don't know how it is like with the mechanics, but in the barbering thing, there's a lot of people that dump a bunch of money to make the shop look aesthetic, to make it look really cool.
Yeah.
Big TVs, and I've seen people do like waterfalls. Like I've seen some crazy stuff, chandeliers.
Looking nice.
Yeah, and it's like none of that brings you money, bro.
Yeah.
None of that brings you money.
You're not gonna go for a chandelier. You're not gonna go for TVs. You're gonna go to get your hair cut.
Yeah, you want a good cut. Yeah. Good cut, a good vibe.
Yeah, but at the same time, as a barbershop owner, I can understand why somebody wants to make their shop look nice. Make it look aesthetic so that people can be comfortable there. But it's a lot going into barbering, huh?
It is. It's a lot more than what I expected. That's what I said. That's why I came up with the podcast, because these are like the things that people don't understand. It's like, man, there's a lot that goes to it. Because I told you earlier, like it's not like I never attempted to open a shop.
Right.
Just to get into a building alone is just difficult.
Yeah, you know the deal. You know the deal.
Because I remember one of the units I was trying to look at. They're like, all right, well, you need your we need your tax returns, we need to run credits, and you need to have this amount of money in your bank account for this long.
Damn.
So not only do you have to, like, before you get into a shop, like, have some experience, some knowledge, some know-how, you gotta have the funds, you gotta have good credit, and a lot of people don't got good credit.
It's hard.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of steps before you even get to open it up. And, like, that's why I tell some people sometimes over there, like, just stay in the shop. It's easier. I pay $200 for booth rent a week, and that's it.
That's a lot though, man.
It's a lot, but compared to like a $4,000, overhead,
You pay more than me at my shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think barbers and stylists pay a lot more.
Yeah.
I had looked into getting into my own private studio. That was $1,200 a month.
Studios are expensive as fuck because they know what they're gonna do. They know what you're doing, man. It's a one bedroom fucking place. They know what you're doing.
No, not to live in. To
no, I'm saying, but it's that's what it is, like one bedroom place.
Yeah,
like, but they know you're not gonna live in it. They know you're gonna do something with a studio.
Yeah, it was when I was looking into it. It was still like the one I was looking into a while back. It's just like leasing a house, bro. I did not expect it. When I went in, I was like, this is nice.
Motherfuckers,
yeah, bro. I thought I was gonna be able to slide in there. Like, all right, you're gonna have to sign this contract. You're gonna have to put your first in security. I'm like, damn. I was like an actual house. They're like, yeah, like that's how it works. That's how we guarantee, and you gotta sign a lease for 1 year. So it wasn't like I could go and try it out for a month and not like it and go back to my shop.
Right, yeah, sign the lease.
I was there for the year.
You would owe that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what comes with the studios. I'm like, I was like, then that's not
not
for me. I'll just stay in my barbershop. I only pay $200, and then when you go in the studio, like it's solely like it's all on you to bring clientele in. So I'm like, well, damn, if I got work that way, I might as well just open the shop.
Right.
Because then I can have multiple chairs and at least make some extra type of money versus just by myself.
The game, the self-employed game, that shit, I feel like it's always against you. It's always gonna be against you, and it's hard. It's hard to actually succeed. But for most part, a lot of people who do succeed, they already got money.
Yeah.
They already got money. They already got it. They can do whatever they want. It's a fucking game to them.
Mm-hmm.
But for like me and you and shit, gonna have to work. Sorry, we gotta work.
Yeah, we gotta work to figure it out. So like something it hit me like a long time ago. Like the work that we do now is not gonna be for us.
Oh no,
like we're not gonna live that life. It's gonna be for the generation after us.
Yeah, that's rough, man. Because you're doing everything, but as a dad. As a father of a family, you don't realize it, but that's what it is.
Yeah,
you're working for your kids.
Yeah, that's the reality of it.
Yeah, that's the reality of it. My kids ain't gonna work with me in my shop. They're going to school.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they're going to school. I thought mechanicing was cool, but you do work hard.
That's why everybody tells me that like your kids are gonna cut hair. I was like, I'd rather they not. I was like, if they choose to, that's on them.
That's
but
on them.
I'd rather they not.
I do not want none of my kids being mechanics. Like. Fuck mechanicing.
I was like, I would rather, I could see why like parents would be like, yeah, man, go be a doctor, go be this or that. Like I get it now, but at the end of the day, it's not for everybody. But I get it though, like
my dad wanted me to be a truck driver with him.
My dad was a garbage man. I thought I was gonna be a garbage man.
No.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a garbage guy like my dad.
But the good thing is, my dad used to take me with him.
Yeah.
And I hated that shit, and I knew he wanted me to be a truck driver. He was like, man, you're fucking. I was 15. He's like, you're 15 already? He's like, by 11, I was already driving trucks. I was like, yeah, but I'm not. This shit is boring as fuck.
Yeah. See, I don't want to do this.
But yeah, I'm glad I let my dad, my dad ain't,
Yeah. They tried.
Yeah, he tried at least, but.
I know, I heard this saying or whatever, and it gave me like a whole like different point of view, like with parenting. Is that your parents did the best they could with what they knew.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn. I was like, that hit different. I was like, damn. Cause who taught them?
Yeah.
They learned from
my dad came over here with no papers, but he got his papers. He ended up getting his green card. He got his everything right. He got all his shit right. But it's on his problem right now because he didn't want to pay child support. That's his only problem. He didn't want to pay child support. Now he's suffering for it. But that's I love my dad to death. I know him and my mom got beef, but that's not mine.
I swear that child support be ruining lives though, bro. I've heard people say all kinds of stuff. I'm like,
my girl's gonna fuck me. My baby mom's gonna fuck me with a roll of quarters, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, she gonna be all right though. She gonna be all right. She don't like me no more though.
It happens, man.
Yeah.
It happened. I think I was telling you about that brand that I was starting up. I don't think I told you what it was, but I was telling you that I had did my own clothing brand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like what that brand was I had called it Selfish, and like one over there was just like a conversation starter because people see on your t-shirt Selfish. Like,
right.
What the hell is that? But it was it's what it stood for. Is like what I really cared about the most. You know, selling the t-shirts or whatever, it was or whatever. That was just to try to make some money off of it. Yeah. But I still stand by what it stood for, and it was just kind of like you're gonna make decisions in your life where you're gonna feel like you're selfish, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be able so you can do something selfless with it.
It's gonna benefit you,
right? Yeah. So like I tell like a lot of people because it applies to so many different things. So like bad relationships was like one that I always it related to like the most was like you're in a toxic relationship. So what happens when you're in a toxic relationship is that the kids they grow up seeing that, and it's one or two things. They either think that that's okay, or they grow up resenting you and hating you for it. Yeah. So what do? You got to do the selfish act and get out of that relationship so you can show your kids like, hey, this ain't the life. You can find someone or whatever that's gonna make you happy. Absolutely. And set the example. So that's what the whole brand was about. I just couldn't keep up with the overflow of like the t-shirts and stuff. Yeah. It was just too much. But sometimes
you gotta be selfish, bro.
Yeah.
As a man, you do.
Yeah, that was the motto. Is that you gotta be selfish sometimes to be selfless.
Sometimes, not all the time, but So for your well-being, for your own well-being, you do have to be selfish.
And I felt like some people weren't getting that completely. They weren't like that wasn't clicking in their head. No, it takes a certain maturity to understand it. Some people are like
absolutely
like, oh, I'm selfish, or like no, like I don't mean don't be greedy. No,
sometimes you gotta think about yourself, man. Yeah. Nobody's gonna think about you.
Yeah.
You're a guy. Nobody's gonna think about you.
No.
You gotta think about yourself sometimes. So, selfishness is not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's not. And that's why I came out I thought so heavy on it or whatever, because like I remember when I went to barber school, I was getting up 5 a.m, 6 a.m. It just depended what job site I was going to get to work. So then I could be out by 5 to get to school by 5:30. To get home by like 10:30.
Right.
So I was missing out on a lot of time like with the kids, and I felt so selfish. I felt so bad, but I was doing it so that way I could become a barber to provide for my family the way that I am now. Do I wish I would have did a different career? Sometimes, but I mean, it is what it is. I made the best out of what I knew.
I do this. Yeah. I think about it too. Just slow times when shit's slow. Bills come in. You're working hard as fuck, and you feel like you still ain't got no money in your pocket.
Yeah,
that shit.
We talked about it like sometimes like one hand.
Do I really want to do this shit? But you just stick to it, and just sometimes you got to be selfish, man. You got to stick to your own well-being, and it's rough out there. The waters are choppy out there, bro. It ain't no smooth sailing, bro. It ain't no.
I'm pretty sure like you don't got like some days like you ain't got nobody in there, and then some days you're overwhelmed.
Yeah,
it's not balanced.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the same way. Like I might have like a Monday. Like it happened this week. I had a Monday. I was like, damn. I was like, I killed it today. Like I had some money come in. We went out to lunch, this and that. I'm like, we're good. Time, right? Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, man, it slaughtered me. I felt like a horrible father and husband. I was like, man, I should have just went and did something else. I was about to go apply at another job or whatever. Like,
and that's because you ain't single. I'm single, bro. These bitches be fucking with me, man. They be hurting me, bro. They hurt my feelings and shit. You gotta deal with that. There's always that, man. I was gonna give this bitch $1,000.
No.
So she could buy a vehicle.
Nah.
Yeah, and then her true colors came out.
Yeah,
so
like that. Yeah. So bitch. Like that's what it comes down, like those selfish acts, or like don't worry about that. Worry about yourself.
I know, right?
This is like the phase or whatever, without putting all your business out there. Like this is the phase right now where you need to just focus on yourself and stack your money up, get your business right, get yourself situated, and really put yourself or whatever like your vision is of like your future, like get yourself in the trajectory of that and start going ham on it.
Right.
Because I see it like a lot of times over like a lot of people that got potential, they get with the wrong person that holds them back, and they never reach that place.
That's what Rick was. My bro was explaining to me about my big mama.
Yeah, and it sucks or whatever because, you know, like, love is love, man. You can't help who you fall in love with, but that doesn't mean,
what are you gonna do,
You know, some
That's what I told homegirl who don't like me no more. I told her, I was like, what am I supposed to do? Cry over you? I cried. That shit don't work.
No.
You know, like, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
It's tough, man. I think it's just tough just being a man, like, overall.
Yeah. What are we gonna do? You gonna cry? Okay, stop crying.
Mm-hmm.
There's work to do. Stop
like,
crying.
Yeah, because there's like a lot of like I think it's only just like men get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel this sense of embarrassment, I guess, or whatever is a word, where you can't do exactly what you wanted to do for your kids. It's like, damn, or, you know, like my kids went without a pantry full of food, or my kids went without, you know, good shoes or good clothes or whatever. Like, hurts, yeah, it hurts. Mm-hmm. And like some people don't get it, and like, definitely, man, like, anybody that is considering anything that is self-employed or any kind of self-entrepreneurship type thing, man, like, it
you're
gets
gonna go
rough.
through it.
Yeah, so anybody deciding to get into the whole self-employment entrepreneurship, there's
that shit's rough.
Yeah, it's not the most glamorous life. It can be, for sure, you know.
The thing is, bro, if you're passionate about something, like, if you like haircuts, you gotta do it because you like haircuts. If I like mechanicking, I gotta do it because I like mechanicking.
Yeah.
You can't think about the money that's gonna come in, man, because it's not like that.
Yeah.
It is not like that.
Because I told you all the different things that I've attempted, right? I told you, like, I've attempted, like, again, back to the whole Behind the Chair, Beyond the Cut podcast, is like, I've attempted different things or whatever just to try the several streams of income theory and stuff, which is like, it obviously works because people do it, but again, it comes back to like that point, like, if you don't like it, it's just not gonna work.
So
you
like
gotta do
it because you like it.
Yeah,
that's
so
the thing,
the t-shirt
man.
thing, I didn't like making t-shirts. I didn't like coming home and from a long day at the shop and making t-shirts and doing this. Like, I just didn't like it, so I gave up on it. You know, like, sad to say. Do I still stand behind the meaning of it?
Do it. You know how to do it, you'll do it, but
at some point there'll be a time and place for it, but it's just one of those things where you gotta like doing it.
Yeah.
Like this right here, like this podcasting thing or whatever, like, I can go in for hours, or we can go another 2-3 hours, but obviously that's gonna be a lot of editing, so we're not gonna do it. But I do enjoy this. At some point, I will get paid for this. You know, I invested money into the lights, into the microphones, into the softwares, whatever I gotta do.
You got and shit.
Yeah, I'm in the negatives now, whatever, because I invested money into doing this, but because I do like doing
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
I can do this.
You're not worried about money coming in. You're doing it because you like it.
Yeah.
I mean, you cut hair because that's what you do. I'm a mechanic because that's what I do. I'm not sitting there trying to think about how much money I'm gonna make. You know, that's
the money just comes.
It comes with it, but it ain't something that you're gonna get right away.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's rough, but you know, like, that's real life for you.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
You gotta do the things that you like. That's why I tell, like, the kids, man, all the high schoolers, like, you know, especially right now, you know, shout out to the high schoolers because a lot of them graduated this month. But I preach to a lot of them, man. Just find something that you really got an interest in. Aside from the money's gonna come. Like, that's such a cliche saying, but it's some of, like, the most corniest, cheesy things that make the most sense. It's like, the money's gonna come.
Yeah, it's gonna come. Just be patient, but you gotta stick with it. I mean, I don't know, man. You just gotta stick with it, man. A lot of people, just like my profession, man. A lot of people hear the word mechanic, they're going to school for mechanicking, and they love it, but it's not for them. And
you know, it's crazy. Like, a lot of people opt out to mechanicking.
Yeah.
Because they say that because they're like, yeah, well, everybody needs mechanics, and they're gonna make money. But the people that are in my chair that say that, I was like, you ain't a mechanic. Like I can kind of like see it. Like, you're not a mechanic.
Yeah. Nah, you don't even know, right? My brother-in-law fucking got wrinkles all over his fucking face from mechanicking, right? Like, I'm saying, like me. I got fucking wrinkles on my forehead because it's stressful.
Yeah.
It's stressful. It ain't no joke, bro. Even homegirl told me shit. I would never run my own business because it's stressful. What are you gonna do though? I cannot go back to having another boss. That's one thing I cannot do.
No.
Somebody telling me what to do. Can you imagine that? Somebody telling me what to do. No.
That's why, like, I knew since high school, bro. When I started doing whatever career, little jobs that I did, like, it just wasn't. I wasn't cut out for it. I was like, I can't. I was like, this ain't it, bro. Like, without sounding like arrogant and cocky, I just like I knew like I was better than this, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's how I felt whenever I went to work in the fields, digging trenches.
Yeah,
and they were like,
you know,
nah, man.
I was like,
I
I'm
cannot
better
do this
than
shit.
this, man. You
Yeah.
know, I may not be the world's greatest top barber of the world, but I know I'm better than
I
digging
thought
trenches.
I was top dog mechanic coming out of school.
Or you gotta have
until I saw these mechanics working,
Yeah.
bro. Like, man, I got a lot to learn, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. There's like a balance that you do gotta have like some level of confidence in yourself. Like you gotta like actually believe, like, you know what, like, yeah, like
Yeah, you can do it. At least you can do something.
Yeah, you gotta have that level of confidence, but you gotta have enough of humility where, you know, someone obviously knows more than you. Hey, man, you better take some game.
Yeah. Take game. Game is free, bro.
Like,
Game is free.
I get mad, bro. Like, whenever I go to the iTech or I go to any of these barber schools, and I'm like, cause like what a lot of people do is they'll go show off. Like, yeah, like I did this fade or I did this low fade or look what I can do.
Right.
I don't really like going and demonstrating haircuts or whatever because it's like it's not gonna benefit you. I'm just gonna show off that I can cut hair better than you. I like going and just doing this.
You're trying to make them learn. You're trying to get them to learn.
Yeah, well, I like to go in and have conversations like this. And I'll tell them straight out, I was like, look, I ain't here to like do a haircut for y'all, so you can go on YouTube if you want to learn how to cut hair.
Right.
I was like, I'm here to, that's why I did this podcast, because I can't go to every school, but, you know, I can, eventually this will grow. And they're gonna hear these talks. And I'll go and I'll sit right in front of them and I'm like, who's got questions? I'll tell my testimony, you know, I'll tell them the ins and outs of this game, everything that we're talking about right now. And I'll ask them, like, you know, anybody got questions? And nobody speaks up. And it's like, right, like, this is the perfect time to ask questions, or like very specific ones or whatever that you'll be trying to search on YouTube.
When you're barely learning, like, come on,
like, you ain't gonna find this on YouTube.
Yeah, ask them.
And they don't say nothing. That's what like really like aggravates me when I go to these schools. They're like, bro, it's like they're like, whatever.
You're trying to learn.
Yeah, whatever it is that crazy question that you think is stupid, just ask it, bro. Because obviously you don't know, so that's why it's a
There
question.
was a lot of times in school, like, I had to ask these stupid ass questions because I didn't know, but I would do it. I'd be like, hey, well, okay, let's go back and ask about, it probably well beyond the fucking, the topic. Yeah, you know, but I got to go back and ask them what that is, man. And that helped me out, but I don't know. A lot of the younger cats don't believe in that shit either, man. Like especially mechanics coming out of school, man, they feel like they know everything.
When I was in school, they told us, and I tell a lot of the students when I go, they're like at least 90% of y'all ain't gonna stick this out. And when I don't keep track of anybody anymore today, but when I was in school, there was 8 of us. When I graduated, there was only 4 of us, and up to now, to my knowledge, I'm the only one still cutting hair.
Yeah.
Out of my class, and I tell them that when I go there, like that's the reality, bro. It's like think about it. If there's only 15 barbershops here in Lehigh, how many chairs are there compared to like the number of people that can graduate? It's like it's a very competitive, let's just call it a sport. Yeah. It's a competitive sport.
Shit, when I was in mechanic class, there were fucking 30 students. Imagine like 30 students all graduated and we all go out to the real world.
And everybody gets a job.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. It sucks, but it's a dog eat dog world.
I think I'm the only one. Maybe it's about me and 3 other people. That
out of 30?
Yeah, out of 30. Yeah, that's like, we were overpacked in our
that's
like
class. 10%.
10%.
So that's exactly what I said when the lady said like 90% of y'all ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. True, bro. I got people, man. My boy Henry. He don't mechanic, but he went to mechanic school with me. He ended up getting into fire sprinklers, but when I got to school, he was way above me, bro. He was number 2. He was number 2 student in the class. That's what they called him, number 2. Mm-hmm. He was the second smartest student in the class, and then you look at him right now, opposed from him back then. I'm way above, bro. I'm fucking. Yeah. And he used to say like, damn, Junior's not into it. He's not doing it. He's gonna be, you know, he's cool as fuck, but it's saying to work for him. Yeah. What? Now I got my shot. Yeah. Now I got a shot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give it time, man. But you never know. We don't know what we're gonna do 10 years from now.
That's why, like, when I see like a lot of the guys, like, so a good telltale sign for me, because it's just mandatory in our industry, bro. It's like if you're not on social media, you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Like that's the first
Social media
telltale.
big as fuck to y'all. Huh?
Yeah, it really is. If we didn't have to do it, obviously I wouldn't do it. But it's how I built my business. It's how I built my clientele.
Damn.
It's how I'm building a name for myself. Like I showed you
Right.
earlier, like my TikToks and stuff or whatever. Like I was growing. The YouTube is growing. My IG is growing. Everything's growing. Everything's on social media. Social media opens up doors.
It's a huge platform. Social media.
So like that's the first telltale sign or whatever. If I see like they're not on social media, then like all right, like you ain't gonna make it. So the guys that are on social media from when they're in school, I followed a lot of them from while they were in school, while they were making videos in school. I'm like, they got it. I was like, they got it. I was like, I can see in the background other people not posting videos and stuff or whatever. You know, they're struggling with their techniques, and this guy's recording videos of him. Not the best work, but at least he's got the confidence to like, let me record this and post it still.
Ambition and shit, yeah.
And each of those ones that I followed, they're all doing good things now.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
Like I said, bro, if you're gonna sit there and look at the money, it's probably not for you.
Yeah. The money's the last thing that comes.
Yeah.
I spent a lot more money before I made money.
Yeah. Oh man, I spent a lot of money.
That was a question that I had
What's
earlier that I was thinking about before we came on here and did this or whatever. Because I feel like it's a very common thing in our industry.
Tell me.
What there has to be something that you spent some stupid money on that you didn't even need, but you got it because
Oh,
you're like,
come on.
there's a bunch of them, right?
Come on, it's more. I think I it's more than my hands can count.
So yeah.
Stupid shit, man.
So I had a feeling. I was like, man, I'm gonna ask on the podcast or whatever because I want to be able to clip it and post it.
I spent money on drill bit sets, a fucking drill bit set, $400. That I don't even got. I spent money on a ratchet wrench set, like $600. I don't even got all the parts anymore.
Damn.
I spent money, man. There's only a few things, bro. There's only a few things, and especially in the mechanic industry. I know y'all got all y'all special clippers and everything, but in the mechanic industry, you can make it with the cheapest shit you can do. You can buy. But stupid me, you know, I bought some of the most expensive shit I can buy, and there's only a few things that I cannot live without.
Did you ever get sold on it though? Like yeah. They told you like, man, you need this, bro. You need this.
No, man. It's shit that I wanted. It's all stuff that I wanted.
So I got sold on a few different things.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Everybody's different.
Nobody ever sold me on anything.
No. So when I went to like my first competition, I was still kind of like I was fairly like out of school, and I went to my first competition and stuff, and I was gonna compete. And this shear company guy, he's like, bro, what haircut are you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna do a comb over. He's like, what shears do you got? The scissors? I was like, the ones my school gave me. And he's like, these are trash, bro. Try these out. And he gave me some of theirs over there to try out. And I was like,
nice though, right?
These are nice, bro. He's like, we can sign you up. We get payment plans.
Shit.
And I signed up, bro. Those ended up being like some $700 pair of scissors.
Fuck.
$700.
I mean, I spent some good money on tools, not $700.
$700, and they put me on a payment plan, and that went straight to my credit.
Damn.
I was like, damn, I got sold, I got hustled onto it. Were they good shears? They were, but for like an entry level barber who knew nothing, I didn't need them. I didn't need them, and I got sold on them. I still got them today though.
Yeah, they sold me a big ass box, bro.
Yeah,
entry level. They sold me a big ass toolbox, man. It fucked up my credit. Yeah, I had to give the toolbox back. They fucked me up. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I got screwed over on those things. I bought like certain tools that I thought I was like, man, I'm gonna go crazy with this. Everybody's gonna think I'm a top barber with this. And at the very end of the day, and I think it applies with a lot of things, bro. It's like you either got the skill or you don't. You know,
it's an art, bro.
Yeah.
Cutting hair is an art, man. Mechanicking, bro. I beat the shit out of shit with hammers, bro. It ain't no art, bro. It's labor. But tattooing, hair cutting, that's an art, man. You gotta know how to. You gotta know what you're doing, bro.
Yeah. Like a video of mine that went viral on TikTok. I got it like pinned on the top or whatever. It was with Randy. We were over there in Orlando, and it was like a last minute thing. He needed a haircut. Jamie had his peanut trimmers that he would use for his mustache, and we found an old comb. And I did a blowout. I did a fade blowout or whatever with that, and it came out clean as hell. And I posted it, and that thing went viral because I was telling people, I was like, it's not about the tools that you got. It's like,
it's you. I can do anything. I can do anything I want with fucking bullshit ass tools. I can do whatever I want.
With some Black and Decker craftsman.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want. Yeah. But same with you, right? Yeah. You did what you did what you had to do. Exactly. One time, Mondo, man, we were at the store. He was stuck at at the cafe, Joe's Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of the night, he was mad. He got mad at me because I ain't going in the morning. I said, man, look, give me this, give me this, give me that, give me these tools, I'll do it for you. You know, but it was basic ass shit, man. You don't need a lot for it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're able to do it. Crawl down there late as fuck, but we're able to do it. You don't need a lot of tools, man. You just it's all in the experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as long as you got the experience, you can do it. You could probably cut hair with a fucking spoon, bro.
You see that video that went viral?
No.
No?
No.
So somebody really did that with a spoon?
I didn't say, like, you can cut hair with a fucking spoon, bro.
I said the video was fake as hell, but like the theory behind it is like they sharpened the spoon or whatever. They did the haircut.
What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I believe in you, like you know, I bet you cut hair with a spoon.
Yeah,
shit.
I do a haircut with
Stop
a razor.
playing.
Give me a razor blade and a comb. I'll give you a good fade.
Yeah, right. I bet. I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you. You did a lot of my last fade. You did a lot of the scissor cut.
Yeah. I was saying, like, at the end of the day, it just comes down with like skill.
Yeah. I mean, you did this shit. This is your shit. This is you. This is what you do.
Because it's kind of like if you put all like your I guess your talent into the tool, then the tool is doing the job and not you.
No.
I'm saying it don't work that way.
Yeah, it don't work that way.
Nah, it's like
you
got
the boss.
The skill, you got the talent.
You're the boss.
Yeah.
Nobody else. But yeah, I mean, and then there's a lot of shit going on, man. You gotta fight the battles or whatever. Say you're working on something, but you still got your mentality, your mental is still thinking about shit outside of it. It's hard. It's hard to be a business owner, bro.
Yeah.
It's mentally rough.
Mm-hmm.
You might not be over there flipping tires all fucking day or doing this or doing that, running sprints all day, but it's tough mentally.
Yeah, I've had moments in the shop where it's lasted like weeks. Well, it wasn't just for a day. It's lasted weeks where I'll just go into like this phase or whatever. Sometimes just out of overwhelming, overthinking, or whatever. That's naturally I think I'm just an overthinking.
But I think for a grown ass man, that sometimes it's just natural, bro. You're not gonna avoid it, man. Because like okay, your lady's out here. You got your lady. You're taking care of her. She's good. She's in the house. She's safe. She got the kids. You get everything you need. Mm-hmm. But they ain't seeing the battles that you're fighting every day, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody sees that shit. Nobody but you.
Yeah.
Like you come home, you'll probably be arguing with customers all fucking day, every day.
Yeah.
Come home and this is where and then you got to be the man that your kids, that your lady expects you to be.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough being a man.
Been through hell and back.
Yeah, then you still got to be a man.
Yeah.
You still got to be a man when you get home. So, I mean, that's kind of rough, bro, but that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't understand that. That's what we do. We're men. Mm-hmm. We take the shit, we come home, and we serve up our families, whatever we got to serve them up.
Yeah, it's that leadership, bro.
Yeah. You got to be a man for your kids, basically. Your lady ain't going to help you. Your lady ain't help me, I'll tell you that.
I think you just got to be a man overall in society, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we could probably save it for like a whole nother podcast because we can go on another hour about this or whatever. But like, just in general, man, you just got to be a good man for society or whatever. Because like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Like the whole like transgender, gender fluidity thing, this and that.
Stop playing with me. I'm not playing your game, bro.
It's just so much. There's so much wishy-washy. It's just too much, and it's like, all right. So I told the dude for like just as an example. Like I said, we can go on a whole nother topic or whatever, but just drill the point in. If we were to go to war and you're already old, right? You're an old man. You ain't going to war, right?
Who the fuck is gonna stand up for America?
Yeah.
These fucking assholes that don't even want.
Yeah. So you're already an old man.
They don't even want to work 40 hours a week.
Yeah. So you're an old man already.
Stop fucking playing with me.
We didn't do our part to try to instill into this generation. So now we're old. We can't go to war. Now we got to count on this generation to defend us.
No, we want men.
Yeah.
We want men. I'm not mean to my kids because I just want to be mean.
Yeah.
No, if I'm not there, they got to be men. If something happens to me, if I die the next day,
like I tell a lot of people all the time, right? You seen the movie 300?
Yeah.
So you remember when he was a little kid, his dad, like, to some people, like, oh, he was abusive. Like, no, he was teaching him to be a man, because what he ended up being?
The king.
One of the greatest kings.
Yeah. Not only the king, but one of the greatest defenders of all time. Leonidas, that's Greek mythology.
Yeah.
That shit is really real.
Yeah.
Maybe they weren't fighting against monsters and shit, but they were.
Yeah.
He was fighting.
His name.
300. That's all they took. 300 men.
Yeah, his name
against a whole fucking army. That shit's real.
Bro.
Yeah, that shit's real. Leonidas, King Leonidas.
Yeah. So like that's the way I always viewed parenting. It's just like, you know, it's like do I find joy in yelling at my kids and being
no,
like,
never.
No, I don't.
Never.
But I do it because I'm trying to instill something into them.
Okay, so you never yell at kids and they're over here fucking you know, the candy asses and shit, like having fun and shit.
Yeah.
You're gone. Who the fuck is gonna treat them? Who's gonna teach them how to be a man? Mm-hmm. Nobody. Nobody's gonna teach them how to be a man.
No.
You don't hate your kids. You love them.
Mm-hmm. I had made a messed up joke to somebody or whatever. I can't say no names. I can't say no names, but I did. I made a messed up joke.
I want to hear that shit.
So he's like, all right.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. It's funny.
So,
it's gonna be funny.
I swear I'm not a racist. It just came out because it was just a spur of the moment. It was funny, bro. I
don't know if you should say it, bro.
I'm gonna say it's a new podcast. I ain't getting canceled.
Fuck it, right?
So it was just the spur of the moment or whatever. I seen my opportunity. I took my shot. But so like dude had like his daughter running around, his girl's over there like chasing the daughter and stuff. But she's like doing whatever she wants basically or whatever. Like she's running mom.
Okay. How older? Like 18, 16?
Nah, it's just a little girl.
Oh,
like,
it's just little kids.
Yeah,
little
like
kids.
a toddler.
Yeah, okay.
Toddler.
Oh, it's just me, just
yeah. Baby's just kind of like just doing their own thing or whatever. And like, no, don't do that. Don't stop it. Or being
the
real
mom,
that kind of
mom getting bullied and shit.
And he's like, I had to build a lot of patience, man. He's like, with my other kids, he's like, I was hard on him. He's like, but with her, man, you know, like she's white. So he's like, I built like a different tolerance, a different patience with him. And I was like, you don't beat that ass, man. I was like, whoop that ass. That's how we're gonna prevent school shooters.
Hell
he's
yeah.
Like, yeah, dog. He's like, I'm pretending you didn't say that. I was like, I'm just saying, bro. I was like, I didn't.
She would have grew up. Yeah, you fucking playing around too much, man. She would have grew up.
I was like I'm not even trying to come out like racial profile any type of way with her, but I'm just saying like
that little baby had school shooter vibes.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said it. He's like, yeah, man, you know she's white. They don't do that. I was like, it just came out. I'm like, beat that ass. Like they're acting out of line.
That's him, not me. That's him, not me.
I swear, not a lot of race there, bro. That can go for any race, bro.
Yeah,
There's been multiple school shooters, but like I said, I just seen my shot and I took it.
It's funny, but you know, we
but,
can make jokes.
But that just drives the point, though. Like for real, like if you don't discipline the kids, like that's the future.
They're gonna run. First of all, if I didn't discipline my kids, they beat me up the first fucking chance they get.
Hell yeah.
So you got to. You just look at Rick, my bro. He's rough. He's rough with the kids, but
they're on point.
But they're on point. That's what I'm saying. They're cleaning up everything he tells them to do. They do everything he tells them to do.
Yeah.
And they're, like I said, man, they got some. Bro, you got some grown ass fucking people walking around here. Like they're grown. They ain't no little kids no more.
Yeah, those are
grown ass kids. Yeah, grown ass men.
Yeah, they turned into men by the time they were 13, 14.
Yeah.
That's how Leonidas was.
Yeah.
They said, I mean, I don't know the details, but in the movie, he was out on his own.
Yeah, he was grown.
15 years old, hunting wolves and stuff. Came back a king. That's just the way it is. You know, we gotta start off young. Man. It was a good conversation, man. I think we ran through a few good topics. Yeah. I think we can save some more for the next podcast.
We'll do it.
Y'all were tuning in, man. I hope it was entertaining. Hope you got some good laughs. We're not racist or discriminating, anything like that, man. We're just having a good time vibing out. Then we're having a good time.
It's all good love out here.
It's all good. If you liked any of this, man, please drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Can't wait to do this again. Yeah. We're definitely gonna have some more. I think there's a lot more conversations to come. This might end up being a permanent thing. I don't know. We just bring on some other people, some guests. I don't know.
Other guests, right?
But
fuck me, right?
It was cool, man. But again, this was Behind the Chair, Beyond the Cup podcast. Definitely got a lot more coming. Can't wait to drop some more episodes, see what other conversations and the topics we get into. But until then, man, love everybody. Appreciate you for tuning in, and we are out.
Good shit, bro. Good shit. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it a lot.